You're one of the inventors, Will.
Yes, I am.
Where did you get the idea of Voxiebox?
Well, my mate Gav and I used to have this Thursday night lab session where we'd come up with all sorts of crazy ideas. One of the inventions we had was an audio synthesizer that was controlled by ants. So that had a white screen and then a camera pointing down. We put ants on the middle of it and tracked the movement of the ants and dropped bits of sugar down, hoping to get the ants to sort of create this emergent, beautiful music, but it was terrible. It didn't work at all. They kind of just stood there and didn't do anything. After we'd finished that project, Gav said to me, well, what are we going to make next? And I said, I know, let's make a robot with a holographic projector for a head. And Gav said, that's impossible. Holographic projectors don't exist yet. And I said, exactly. So let's build one. We started off with a laser pointer and some cardboard, and we moved the cardboard back and forth really, really fast. And it was like when you go camping, you get a glowing stick from the campfire, and you move it around in a circle, you see that line persisting through the thing. So we were able to make a line float in midair. And then we got a Dremel, a high-speed drill, and we had a disc on the end, and we cut a slot in it. And when we moved the cardboard back and forth, we were able to produce individual dots. And we thought, hang on a second, if we can make these individual dots float in the air, why not make more? And then we had the idea of making a helix, like a spiral staircase. A helix like that is actually a pretty tricky thing to make, and we didn't have anything around that we could carve into that shape. And so it was about 11 o'clock at night, and we're looking around, and the only thing we could find that we could carve was a sweet potato. So we got the sweet potato and stuck it on my woodworking lathe and got in there, made it into a nice round cylinder, and then carved it gently into a helix, and then we spun that up with a drill, and it kind of worked, and it was enough to make us think, hang on, we're onto something here.
So from sweet potato to Voxiebox,
yeah.
How did that happen?
About 3 years ago, we discovered this group of people over in the US who had basically come up with the same idea, and they're even using the same projection hardware as us. And we launched a crowdfunding campaign, and it absolutely failed. We had no idea about marketing and about the whole business side. I think we just had a proof of concept that wasn't even close to a product, but it was enough to get their attention. And the guys over in the US, Voxon, sent us an email and said, you guys have solved so many of the technical issues that we've been struggling with. We've got these fantastic business structures. We should join forces. So rather than having that sort of VHS Betamax wars where we're trying to compete against each other, with our powers combined sort of thing, we joined forces and haven't looked back since.
Do you have any advice for people who have crazy new ideas like you guys do?
Yeah, absolutely. Just get out there and do it. Like, don't hold back. Don't be afraid of failing. We've failed so many times. We've blown stuff up, set stuff on fire. There's that magic smoke that comes out of electronics that you can't get back in again. Yeah, just get out there and do it. And also look out for the people who are out there to help you, because there are so much support for people with great ideas, and there are people with experience who can help you.